Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much. Anyone else wants to do kirtan? Any participants, any devotees? Hare Krishna, Vanda Mataji, would you like to do kirtan?
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Okay, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Pranam Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Okay, Mataji.
Yeah, Mataji till 9:30.
Here in Dubai, it is 7:56, Mataji. So
yeah, so 4 minutes. 4 minutes, Mataji.
4 minutes I have?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Okay. Govind Damodara Madhuveti, Govind Damodara Madhuveti. Hey Krishna, hey Yadava, hey Saketi, Govind Damodara Madhuveti, Govind Damodara Madhuveti, Govind Damodara Madhuveti. Hey Krishna, hey Yadava, hey Saketi, Govind Damodara Madhuveti. Govind bol, Gopal bol, Govind bol, Gopal bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Govind bol, Gopal bol, Govind bol, Gopal bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Harinam Sankirtan की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, समस्त गौर भक्त वृंद की जय, श्री श्री निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि हरि बोल. Thank you. Hare Krishna, everyone. Dandavat pranam.
Mataji, Hari Bol, please continue. 2-3 minutes.
Yeah.
Shall I continue, Prabhuji, you're saying?
Yeah, please. 2-3 minutes.
Hare
We'll stop.
Krishna. Okay, Prabhuji, sorry. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Govind bol, Gopal bol, Govind bol, Gopal bol. Govind Damodara Madhuveti, Govind Damodara Madhuveti. Hey Krishna, hey Yadava, hey Saketi, Govind Damodara Madhuveti. Hey Krishna, hey Yadava, hey Saketi, Govind Damodara Madhuveti. Shri Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Samasta Gaura
Jai.
Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Nitai Gaura Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Thank you everyone. Hari Krishna. That's it for now.
Haribol, thank you, Vanda Mataji. Haribol. Yeah, over to you, Ashish Prabhu.
Yeah, Haribol, thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for your lovely voice, which we are now, which we anchor for every session. Haribol, so thank you so much, for joining, and our special guest today is Sukhakar Krishna Prabhuji. So I hope Prabhuji, am I audible?
Yeah, audible. Am I audible?
Yes. So thank you so much for joining Prabhuji here. Little introduction about Prabhuji. It is little, but the introduction is so much. We can spend 1 hour in that. It's totally elaborate. So Prabhuji is a South Indian Brahmin. He was born in Kerala in 1958, and Prabhuji is a commerce graduate, which he did from Kolkata University. Someone would just stop with that, but then he happened to do CA also, chartered accountant, and after that cost and management accounting as well. After this, Prabhuji, he was holding a high post as CFO in big multinational companies like Britannia Industries and other companies as well. And ultimately they moved to Muscat, and in Muscat and Kenya as well. In 1989, in Kenya, Prabhuji met for the first time. He met His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj, and that is the time when he started this Krishna consciousness journey. In 1993, after 4 years, Prabhuji happened to meet His Holiness Jayapataka Sai Maharaj in Muscat, and in the same year, 1993, he and Mataji, his wife, they got initiated from His Holiness Jayapataka Sai Maharaj. With the mercy of Maharaj, with the instruction of Maharaj, he started Yatra, a group there in Sharjah, and it was named as Shamadesh, which is still prevailing, and we can know the vibrancy, the dynamism of Middle East devotees. So you will not believe around 2,000 devotees have been recommended for initiation by Prabhuji. So he has recommended 2,000 plus devotees from Yatra Group Middle East for initiation to His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. And both husband and wife, they started preaching widely, in Middle East. Every day he takes around 3 Zoom sessions, and it is not in English. It is not in English. It is in multi-language. He knows 18 languages, 12 Indian and 6 foreign languages. So Krishna has blessed him. Krishna has empowered him with a lot of material prosperities, material education, academic excellencies, as well as spiritual advancement. So Prabhuji, it is a great honor to have you over here. We are really delighted to see you over here for the first time. And, the forum is yours. Now we hand over to you. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for coming.
Hare Krishna, Ashish Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Narayani Mataji, and Hare Krishna to all the devotees, all wonderful devotees. I can see like the Gopas and Gopis are sitting, they are here, wonderful. The ICF, the vibrant forum. And I'm very, very glad and that I got a chance to serve Guru Gauranga and all of you. So whatever you have read, I didn't did it for glorification of myself. It is just the Guru Kripa. And why we write, because there are some outsiders, they find out who is the speaker. If I just write they have no job, no, they're coming and talking. Just to bring them. It is not for anything. So please don't feel that I gave one page to read. Sorry, I'm sorry. Next time I don't read that. Just say that Sukha Karkachilas. So I'm very, very happy that now we are into the Shrimad Bhagwatam, because Shrimad Bhagwatam is Rasamalayam. It is not just to hear it, it's to drink. So we'll get into the Rasamalayam. And I request all of you to bless and pray for me, because I find myself very low and I need your blessings and kripa so that I can deliver, which will be good, be happy for Guru and Gauranga, and it will be for your pleasure and it will be for my Atma Pravritti, because there are a lot of anarthas just to come out. So I'm getting an opportunity. There are 5 verses, the big verses. So what I thought was the shloka we will read, the translation we will read, and then the purport. I'll just take few points and then switch on to the discussion section. So each section will go. So before that, I'll give a prelude of what is the previous we have spoken and currently what we're going to speak and what is the future. So as per the style what you're given, I will start with Jai Radha Madhav. And the reading portion, I saw yesterday that all the Matajis were reading. So they can continue reading translation and the slokas. And I will get into the important takeaways from Srila Prabhupada's. Everything is takeaway. Then I will also add on something which I heard from, because what I find, I'm just a copycat here and there. I take it and give it. So all the glories goes to Guru Maharaj and all the paramparas. So just with your permission, I'm starting. Thank you very much. Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari, Jaya Gopi Janavallabha, Jaya Girivara Dhari, Jaya Girivara Dhari, Jaya Gopi Janavallabha, Jaya Girivara Dhari, Jaya Girivara Dhari, Jaya Yashodanandana, Jaya Brajajana Ranjana, Jaya Yashodanandana, Jaya Brajajana Ranjana, Jaya Yamuna Tiravanachari, Jaya Kunja Bihari, Jaya Yamuna Tiravanachari, Jaya Kunja Bihari, Jaya Yamuna Tiravanachari, Jaya Kunja Bihari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Sankirtan ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Guru Maharaj ki Jai, Jai Gaur Kitanat Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna to everybody. So it's a very good forum. And today's verse is also very, very fantastic, because all these verses are telling about how Krishna is beyond the deathlessness, and he's also fearlessness. And by understanding these 5 verses, we can definitely go back to God. If we can understand this. So before the verse, I thought, because today's verse is connected to Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Sarvashvatamar. I'll just do it in 3 minutes. I'll complete, because the full meaning of Sarvashvatamar will just connect it to these 5 verses. সর্বস্ব চরণে সোপিয়া পড়েছি তোমারো ঘরে, সর্বস্ব চরণে সোপিয়া পড়েছি তোমারো ঘরে, তুমি তো ঠাকুর তোমার কুকুর বলিয়া জানো রে, সর্বস্ব চরণে সোপিয়া পড়েছি তোমারো ঘরে, বাঁধিয়া নিকটে আমার পালিবে রহিব তোমারো দ্বারে, প্রতীপ জনের আসিতে না দিব, প্রতীপ জনের আসিতে না দিব, রাখিব গড়ের পারে, সর্বস্ব চরণে সোপিয়া পড়েছি তোমারো ঘরে, তব নিজ জন প্রসাদ সেবিয়া উচ্ছিষ্ট রাখিবে যা, আমার ভজন পরমানন্দে প্রতিদিন হইবে তাহা, বসিয়া শুইয়া তোমার চরণ চিন্তিব সতত আমি, নাচিতে নাচিতে নিকটে যাইব, নাচিতে নাচিতে নিকটে যাইব, যখন ডাকিবে তুমি, সর্বস্ব চরণে সোপিয়া পড়েছি তোমারো ঘরে, নিজের পোষানো কবু না ভাবিব রহিব ভাবেব ভরে ভকতি বিনোদা তোমারে পালক বলিয়া বরণ করে সর্বস্ব তোমার চরণে সপিয়া পড়েছি তোমার ঘরে হরে কৃষ্ণা 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 हरे हरे श्रील भक्तिविनोद ठाकुर की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, गुरु महाराज की जय, CIF भक्त वृंद की जय, निताय गौर चैतन्य प्रेमानंद ICF भक्त वृंद की जय. So I just sang because I saw there is a bhakti sangha, I saw there is a bhajan mandali, so I thought you all will like bhajan, that's why I sang. So Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we are going to read from Shrimad Bhagwatam, Canto 2, Chapter 6, text 18, 19, 20, 21 and 22, 5 verses. So who would like to read? I don't know the names. I can only see Shobha Mataji from
Hare
Chennai.
Krishna Prabhuji. Shall I read?
Mataji, ninga Tamila ninga. Chennai means are you
Yes.
Tamilian or?
Yes, Prabhuji. Coimbatore.
So Coimbatore, very nice. Kovai.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So
Hare Krishna.
you can
Shall I read,
select whom
Prabhuji?
to read. Yeah, Mataji,
Yes, Prabhuji.
please.
सोमृतस्या भयस्येषो मृत्युर्मन्नं यतत् यगात् महिमैष ततो ब्रह्मन् पुरुषस्य दुरुत्ययः. Hare Krishna. Shall I read the translation, Prabhuji?
Yeah, please.
Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the controller of immortality and fearlessness, and he is transcendental to death and fruitive actions of the material world. O Narada, O Brahmana, it is therefore difficult to measure the glories of the Supreme Person. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Mataji. I don't know which Mataji read. I don't know the names.
Meenakshi.
Which Mataji? Meenakshi Mataji. Thank you, Meenakshi Mataji. Under Pranam. Thank you. You read it so nicely. Your pronunciation is very good. So
Under
normally in our Bhakti Sangha group, before I start, normally we do a prelude, current and then future. So I'm just giving a small summary, just 2 lines of Canto 2, Text 5. There's only 2 points. In the Canto 2, Text 5, what was discussed was Sukadev Goswami relates a story wherein Narada Muni asked Brahma the same question. So Brahma explained that he creates the universe after the hard creation, all the ingredients and the impregnated material nature with the seeds of living entities. Now the summary of today's 2.6, 6th chapter summary. The Purusha Sukta prayer glorifies the Supreme Lord for being simultaneously one with and different from his creations. Everything rests on him, yet he is aloof. By meditating on the Lord's universal form and by offering sacrifices with ingredients from the Lord's universal body, Brahma creates the universe at the beginning of each of its days. Now, just 2-line summary for 2.7, next chapter, what we read is, the Lord accepts various incarnations to maintain the universe, to deliver the conditioned souls, to encourage his devotees living in the material world. His pastimes provides enjoyable narrations for his devotees to discuss when he is absent. Now, we read 2.18. So I will just give a small 2-liner, 2.1 to 17, what was covered by the previous speakers. That was the answers to question number 6, Yat Cha. What is the universe composed of? Yat Cha. So the Lord is both material and effective cause of universe. Now, 1 to 16, the summarization was the material cause is Garbhodaksha Vishnu, and from the Vishnu's limbs provides the ingredients for the universe. So the Garbhodaksha Vishnu is subtle. It is actually sense organs, and from there the sense objects comes, the tan matra plus the element, and Garbhodaksha Vishnu, he grow sense organs, and finally sense subtle senses and of the Virat Rupa will be created, and in the Jiva. That is the, so how Lord Garbhodaksha Vishnu's limbs generates various ingredients of his universe, of this universe, is summarized in the above two sutras, which are formed based on 2.6.1 and 2.6.12. So 12 verses are telling all the organs. So the examples is the Lord's Jihva gives taste and water. The Lord's Talu gives Varuna and Jiva of the Virat Rupa and Jiva. So a similar description of the Virat Rupa is also found in 2.10.17 to 30. Both these descriptions are put together in tabular format on so the same, so that we will not discuss. So the Lord's organs, I was hearing one lecture which was given by Ashish Prabhu. The number sloka first sloka giving 7 dhatus, that is Sapta Dhatavaha, that gives 7 Vedic meters. And the text 4, body gives active principles and powers of everything. And text 5, hair and the beard, they relate to the clouds, and the nails relate to the lightning, minerals and metals, and the arms gives the loka palas who protect the people. And the number 6 sloka, it is actually steps of the Lord, that is Bhur, Bhuvar and Swarg, up to the end Swarga Lokas. And the lotus feet gives protection and bestowal of all devotees, all desires, bestowal of all desires. And place of evacuation, Gudam, that gives to envy, misfortune, death and hell. And the back gives frustration, ignorance and immortality. And the veins of the Lord, text number 10, great river and rivulets. And the bones gives mountains. The belly gives ocean, juice in food, pradhana and destruction. And the 11th verse, heart is giving the mind. And the 12th verse is giving consciousness, that is dharma of everyone, truth and knowledge. Now text 13 to 16, I, Brahma and Shiva and all other living entities and whatever existed in the past, present and future is covered by the universal form of the Lord. Although the Lord is transcendent to all of them, he extends beyond the universe by 10 fingers. So text number 17 is telling effective cause. The Lord also acts as the effective cause of the universe by energizing the universe both from inside and outside. Now, from 18 we started. So 18 to 22, it is called the Ekapada and Vibhutis versus Tripada Vibhutis. So Ekapada Vibhuti and Tripada Vibhuti will be discussed between 18 and 22. The Lord of both the worlds. He is not the Lord of the material world, but he is beyond the material world and also the Lord of the spiritual world. It's called Amrita and Abhaya, deathlessness and no fear. It is difficult to measure his glories. So text number is telling only about the glories of the Supreme Lord. And now the 19 number, now 18 number, we'll go to the purport of Srila Prabhupada. So in the purport, the main points I have just noted down. Everything is main. So in the actually Lord, O Narada, Brahma telling, O Narada, it is therefore difficult to measure the glories of the Supreme Person. That is in the translation. In the purport, the glories of the Lord in the transcendental 75% of the Lord's internal potency are stated in the Padma Purana Uttarakhanda. And it is said that in the 75% expansion of the internal potency, Srimati Radharani, are far greater than those planets in the total universe composed of the external potency. So the external potency is the material world, Durga Devi, the sister of Krishna, So if you see the 7th chapter, 3rd verse, Bhumirapo analo vayu kam mano buddhire vacha ahankaram iti yemme binna prakritirashna. Binna. So the Lord is not very happy with the external, the material world, because we are all not obedient children. But Lord is very happy with the 75%, because all are obedient, all are selfless, all are serving for the Lord, all know they are servants, all have no false ego, good mind, good intelligence. So these are the weaknesses which we should understand from this verse. So the other important is, again, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given a small example that if there's a bucket of these mustard seeds, one mustard seed is our universe. So there are so many other universes, planets, and the spiritual world is so much. So we say the population has increased in material world. So the spiritual world is so much. And actually, Srila Prabhupada wants all of us to go back to Krishna. So how much they're waiting, and we should really be taking the full opportunity. Now, how to convert? So the planets in the spiritual sky at least are 3 times the number of those in the material sky. So each of them in the spiritual sky are self-illuminating and powerfully dazzling. And if you can imagine the total sunshine of the millions of suns. So millions of suns in the material world cannot even go as a one ray of the spiritual dazzling effulgence from the Supreme Lord's body. So the inhabitants of the planet there are liberated from birth, death, old age, and diseases, and have full knowledge. Vidya. Avidya is what? We think we are the boss. We are the master. We are the controller. We are lording over. I am Subramanian. I am from Chennai. I am Tamil. All these things, chartered accountant. These are all the Sarva Upadhi Vinirmukta. We have to get out that. So there are all godly and free from all material hankerings in the spiritual world. So Vaikunta, so they have nothing to do except rendering loving services to Supreme Lord, who is predominating deity of such Vaikunta planets. So in the spiritual world, the children doesn't have to go for school. No A for apple, B for biscuit. Just serve. And Mataji doesn't have to cook at all. Chinta mani prakana sadma sukalpa vriksha laksha vriteshu surabhira vipalayantam Lakshmi sahasrata sambrama sevyamanam govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. See, in that world, if you just go to the Surbika and say, today 10 liters of milk for Krishna's kheer, it's come. You have to go and cook. And go at all Chintamani, touchstones. So there is Kalpataru trees and everything will give you whatever you want. And no job, nothing. You don't have to go for the EMI. This, that, is no payment, nothing. Everything Krishna is the boss. We will just serve. Seva. And Meva will come on its own. Meva will not ask for. And the big boss is so nice that whatever he gives us. But in the material world, the boss has got 5-star and others will have some local food. So these are the differences. We keep talking about this. So the Tripad Vibhuti of the 70% of the known is the internal potency is understood as the kingdom of God, far beyond the material sky. There are 7 skies after the material world: Bhulok, Bhurlok, Suralok, Mahalok, Janalok, Tapalok, Satyalok, and Brahmalok. And after that, there are 7 material skies. Beyond that only, all the spiritual planets, Vaikunta and all those things are starting. And far beyond the material sky. So if we speak about the Pada Vibhuti, 28% comprising of external potency, we should understand that there is a specific sphere of material world. So there are all Prabhupada is written so much that you cannot leave, but I have to leave, otherwise I cannot finish also. No problem. Now I've just written some important points of this first verse. Actually, this class needs 3 hours time to give 5 verses. So in this 18th verse, so the process of creation, spiritual world includes Ekapada and Tripada. The living entities originally Anandamaya Bhyasa. We are all actually literally eternally happy. But because we got his covering and because we have got this false ego, because we are thinking we are the boss and we have forgotten Jivar Surabha Krishna Nitya, that's why we have become so weak, no happiness. So actually, we are looking for happiness in the wrong place. This is Dukhalayam and we're looking for Sukh. So in the natural stage, we are all always full of bliss, knowledge and eternity. Satchidananda Das. However, we are covered by the material conception of illusion that we are the controllers and we believe we are the material body. That is the biggest. So in this material world, we can experience only a very small portion of the real bliss within the spiritual world as original living entity. Even if the higher planetary system, if you go within the material world, there's the Swarga Loka, then Makar Loka, and all those Mahar Loka, Jana Loka, Tapaloka, all these places, they have a longer life, they enjoy more time, but again, Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi will touch them. Brahma says, even when Hiranyakashipu was asking, I want to become Amar, he said, I am myself, I will die after 100 years. So how can I give you liberation? Mukti Pradatha Sarvesham Vishnu Devana Samsha. Other than Vishnu, nobody can give. So even in the Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, Brahmaloka, Satyaloka, subject to birth and death. So the process of demigod worship will take us to the demigod planet. It's a temporary planet. So we should understand that we should Akama Sarvakama va Moksha Kama Udhardi Tivrena Bhakti Yogena Yajete Purusham Param. That's why the Acharya says, whatever you want Kama, you want Moksha, anything, go to Krishna. Because Krishna is the mother. She knows what is the best thing. Krishna is the father. Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, Krishna Dharma Pran, Nadiya. So in the so the advantage of following the Varnashma, so this we will cover in the next verse. So can anybody read the 19th verse?
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji, I am Shobha. Hari Bol. Text 19. Padeshu sarva bhutani pumchasti pado vitu amritam kesmam abhyam trimurtno dhai murtasu. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is to be known as the Supreme Reservoir of all material opulences by the 1/4 of his energy in which all the living entity exists. Deathlessness, fearlessness, and freedom from the anxiety of old age and disease exist in the kingdom of God, which is beyond the 3 higher planetary systems and beyond the material coverings. Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji, thank you. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam. See here, those who are not in Krishna consciousness, they think, I'm always doing good things. No, don't do anything bad to anybody. Be good to them. Possible, give them something. That's okay, because they are thinking by doing good things, Swarga Prapti. So they think Swarga is the greatest thing. Swarga is also a material world. And the Swarga, there is more chance of we can't remember. There's so much of Aishwarya and so much of Urvashi, Ramba, Menaka, Tilottama, all are there. And you got 12,000 years and old age also very late, and disease also doesn't come so much, and so much opulence is there. How we can remember Krishna? And in the Patal Loka, there's so much of punishments and beating that you can hardly remember. That's only the Bhuloka is the only place. That's why all the Swarga Lokas, all the Matajis of the Devatas, they're all crying to Krishna in the 10th canto that we all want to come to the Bhuloka. We don't want to stay here because this will again bring us down. Shine Punya Matya Lokam. After that, to come here only. So we just come now because it's the golden age now. We are in the golden age. Only 500 years are over. Still 9,500 years are there. But Prabhupada says, this life, give one life, he told the Bhakti Charan Maharaj. So in these words, the important points, all are important. But still, out of the total manifestations, that actually this is Sandhini Shakti, there is Sambit Shakti and Hladini Shakti. So these are the Shaktis. Actually, these three are compared to Sat, Chit, Ananda. Sat is eternality, existence, deathlessness, and Chit means full of knowledge, blissful, and Ananda means Hladini Shakti, that's blissfulness. So the Sandhini Shakti, from there only, 1/4 is given, and external potency, Durga Maya, because this is Durg, this jail, Karagraha. So she takes care of this jail. And in other words, the Supreme Lord is full manifestation of existence, Sandini, knowledge, Chit, that is Sambit, and Kladini, that is Ananda. And so in this material world, a sense of existence, knowledge, and bliss is meagerly exhibited. Those who are liberated in this material world, they will slowly get little, but not in fullness. And meagerly exhibited, the living entities who are in the minute part and parcel of the Lord are eligible to relish such consciousness of existence and knowledge very minutely in liberated stage. Whereas in the conditioned stage of material existence, they can hardly appreciate. See, the liberated people can get little experience, but in the material world, we are only having Janma, Mrityu, Jara, in the sense we are just worried about living more, and then we think just Ahar, Anidra, Bhai, Maitunamche. And Dharmo, Hitesho, Adhiko, Vishesho, people are not doing. They see, we try to give them Bhagavad Gita class. See, these senses belonging to Rishikesha. He is the Rishik. And Isha is Ishvara. Rishik means senses. Isha means Ishvara. So they said, then why we are there? We have been given a body for enjoyment. No. What is the problem? And the senses are for us to. So then you have to explain to them, no. So that will come in the next words. So the people don't understand. They think, enjoy karo yaar, mauj banao. Who has seen tomorrow? Who has seen that? I told the Bhagwatam says, who has written Bhagwatam? I said, Veda Vyas. Who is Veda Vyas? Incarnation of Krishna. Who is Krishna? I said, if you keep asking like this, Krishna is telling, Aham Bija Pradapita, that I am the father, seed giving father. So he says, this anybody has written and you are believing that ISKCON people are believing like this. I told them one thing. Who is your father? My father, my mother's husband. Who told you his father? My mother. So you're believing your mother, no? Yeah. So our mother is the scriptures. The scripture is telling Krishna is father. So not able to understand. I told, your mother can tell a lie, that he is not the father. She might have shown somebody wrong. So how you are believing your mother? Oh, mera maa hai na. So like that. So it takes time, but those who are having some sukriti, Jana Sukritano Arjuna, they will come back. They will come. So we have to just pray for them. So after coming here also, we are still attached to the family and the wife and the daughter and the son-in-law and the son and daughter-in-law, Mercedes-Benz car and villa, one in Chennai, one in Bombay. All this only in the mind. It's not going. So for that, we should really understand that this is a very, very transient world. It's a very, very temporary world. Anything. Vishwase nahi vishwaso. In the Kevalastakam, you can see that how any moment it can go, it can tumble. And once you go, I could not see in the next life I was a chartered accountant and all. You have to again start A for apple, B for biscuit. You have forgotten also what's your past. And again you have to start college and again married. All those things will again start the cycle. And only in the third canto, Kapil Dev is telling, it is so tough in the mother's womb. So the upper planetary systems, there are sattvic planets because they provide facilities for long duration of life and relatively freedom from disease and old age, as well as sense of fearlessness. So the great sages and the saints, they're promoted beyond the heavenly planet, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, or maybe maximum Satyaloka, Brahmaloka. So the place of complete fearlessness is still not there because at the end of the Kalpa, Maharloka also will be dissolved. They will come to the material world. So the Maharloka is also annihilated, and again they'll be transported back to the material world. Or if they have done good things for Maharloka, they may go to Brahmaloka, that's all. Still they will not go to Vaikuntha Loka. So yet even this higher planetary system, no one is immune to the death. There may be a comparative extension of life expansion, that is, they will go from Maharloka to Brahmaloka. There also after 1 lakh years, they will come back. So if you go to Brahmaloka, there is a chance that from there, because there is all Sattva-guna, there is no meat eating, gambling, intoxication, sex. So there is a chance, but so much of peacefulness, you will sleep. But the infactual, breathlessness, fearlessness and freedom from the old age, disease, etc. are possible only beyond the material spheres of coverings of the material sky. So which are all the coverings? Bhumi, Rapo, Analo, Vayu, Kam, Mano, Buddhir, Eva, Ahankar. That is earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence. These are the 8 coverings. So in the gross coverings goes when we die, we are burned and the fire, what will go into the place. But the mind, intelligence, policy sticks with the Atma, and the same mind has come with us right from when we were plant, and then animals, then creepers, then aquatics, and 4-legged and 2-legged and human being. Same mind. So the subtle elements are the most tough to remove. For that only we are doing Krishna consciousness. By Krishna consciousness, this mind is the biggest enemy, because unless we control the mind, Savai Mana Krishna Padar Gindayor Vacham Jivaikunda Gunanuvadani. Ambrish Manu just told, though he's a king, but he told, if you cannot control the mind will tell the senses will do thinking, and the thinking will do acting, and then say finish. So thank you. Now in the 19th verse, the highlighted points are the 3 energies, Sandhini, Samvit, and Hladini. Now, many universe, there are many Brahmas and many opulences, upper, middle, and lower. 8 coverings are there. Bhumi, Rapo, Anala, Vayu, Kam, Mano, Buddhita, Ahankar. 8 coverings. So in the spiritual world, no Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi, and Anandamayo, Bhyasat, Guna, and the quality-wise, we are same. Because Krishna is like the ocean, we are like a drop of the ocean. If you see the water, H2O, 2 of oxygen and 1 of hydrogen, the same thing. It will be same salty. But that is Vibhu, that is full ocean, and we are just drop. So that is why we are not same. Some people say we are same. We merge into. So the merging is also the last snare of Maya. Impulsively they say we merge. हम भगवान से जुड़ गए, we lean हो गए. Lean there, you cannot get happiness because there is no person. If there is no person, then there is no experience. You cannot enjoy it again, come back to the material world. So now 20th verse.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Padastrayo bahishchasan aprajanam ya ashrama antastrilokyastva aparo grihamedo abrahad vratha. Translation. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. The spiritual world, which consists of 3/4 of the Lord's energy, is situated beyond this material world, and it is especially meant for those who will never be reborn. Others who are attached to family life and who do not strictly follow celibacy vows must live within the 3 material worlds. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Fantastic. So this verse is going to touch the points. So we'll discuss some important points. So you should allow me to speak, because whatever Srila Prabhupada has spoken, whatever the scriptures have spoken, I presume all the devotees are there for many years, so they will understand. So here only we touch the point of Grahamedis. Those who are not following the scriptures, those who are following the scriptures and still not following the vow of celibacy. So those things will be discussed. So we'll just touch upon Prabhupada's purport. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. So here is the climax system of Varnashrama Dharma. Krishna has explained to Arjuna in the 4th chapter Bhagavad Gita that the 4 Varnas and 4 Ashramas. You know about it. The 4 Varnas are Brahmacharya. The 4 Varnas are the Brahmanas, the Kshatriyas, the Vaishyas, and the Shudras. The 4 different work-related people. And the ashramas are Brahmacharya, Grahasthashrama, Vanaprasashrama, and Sannyasashrama. So this has been given so that we can progressively come out of the material sense gratification desires. That's why Varnashrama is created. And Krishna, though he is unborn, Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram Paramam Bhavan, Purisham Shashvatam, Divyam, Adidevam Ajam Vibhum. So also all the Rishis, Sarve, Dev, all have confirmed. Arjuna has told in the 10th chapter, 12th verse. But Krishna is coming. When he created the Varnashrama Dharma, he said, though I am not having any bondage, I don't have any karma, but still I will stick to this, because if the leader doesn't do, then nobody will follow. Just give me a second. So, so the leader doesn't do, then others won't follow. That's why Krishna exhibited that, he lived as a son. He came and saved Devaki and Vasudev. He killed the Bama, and from the Karagra removed Ugrasena and all. So Krishna showed us that. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? See, everybody knows he is Krishna only, that he has come as a servant of Krishna. But there are two stories. One is Gauranga Mahaprabhu came because he told Srimati Radharani that I want to experience that what is the bhaktas. Because he told, Ye yatham mam prapadande tam tataiva bhajamyam. That is, whatever you do, I will give you accordingly. But to the gopis, he could not give them what they have given so much, and they have so much bhav, and they cried so much. He said, I could give back. So he told Srimati Radharani that I want to go as a bhakta. And then he said, can you join me? Then she said, I'll come. So it is Krishna Varnam, outside Krishna, but inside full Radha Bhav, complete Radharani. So it's a package. It's a double strength. In Krishna only Krishna, but in Gauranga Mahaprabhu both are there. So, and then they came, and then Radharani said, I want to also watch what you are doing. So as a Gadadhar Pandit, she took as a Gadadhar Pandit also. And all the 6 Goswamis are all Manjaris. There is Gopis, the Sakhis and Manjaris. So Manjaris are the closest to Radha and Krishna. See, in the Rasa Leela and all, the Gopis, they are having friendly relation, but Manjaris are having like their own. Sometimes Radharani will shout at them, but the love is also more fun. The Gopis are formally only taken care. But Manjaris, they go to the inside court, they talk, with Radha and Krishna alone also they can go, because they are just serving Radharani, Srimati Radharani. So all the Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, they are all Manjaris. They come the Manjari Bhav only. And that's why they could explain more in the Chaitanya Charitamrita about the Prema Bhakti. And we are in Gaudiya Math. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has made it very clear how we should go about it. But there is another story stating that when Radharani and Krishna, they didn't meet for, like when Krishna was 11-year-old, all those Balya Leela was over. Krishna left Vrindavan, he came to Mathura, and he cleared all the Kubalaya Pida, all those two Asuras and all killed by Balrama and Krishna. And then Jarasandha also he killed, and he put his grandfather Ugrasena as the king. Then he went to Dwaraka, he had 60,108 wives, and he held the full Pandavas, complete Pandava. And then when Krishna was 100-year-old, Radharani came with all the gopis to Kurukshetra. And when Krishna met, Radharani said, I'm very happy, Krishna, that you got 16,108 wives. And on the top, Rukmini and Satyabhama. So I'm not worried about, they will take care of you well. I'm only worried about how they take care. Because otherwise, when you went alone, I was worried who will take care. Yashodama is also in that Vrindavan. So she said, I have no problem, no regret. But I feel sad that why the gopis, they were waiting for you and you just left and went and you never came back. So the gopis are very much in distress. So I just curse you that you will have to come as a devotee and experience the pain of gopis. And when you will cry for Krishna, you will know the separation. Vipralamba bhava. Like that, she told. And Krishna said, yes, accepted. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came as, Krishna came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that is why when you are chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So somebody in the Nimbarka Sampradaya told that why you are chanting like this? In our chanting it is Radha Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Shyam, Shyam Shyam, Radhe Radhe. Radharani name is coming. You are telling Hare Krishna. So Srila Prabhupada told Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. And he told, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is the mantra. It is more pleasing. And this was chanted even before Mahaprabhu came. Madhvacharya, Madhvendrapur, they all chanted. And this mantra, how we should, when we are chanting, there is 3 levels of chanting. One is attentive chanting, one is awareness of chanting, and one is absorption of chanting. These 3 are very important. In the attentive chanting, what is happening is we have to listen. What we chant, we should listen. Then only the attentive chanting will happen. And so how we have to chant? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. That Hare should come properly. Normally people will chant Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Somebody is saying Hare Hare, and somebody is chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare. One Hare is missing because people are just chanting without hearing what they're chanting. Why we should listen? Because Krishna is Govinda and Radharani, Govinda is Go and Radharani is Ra. So Go Ra, when they become together, Go Ra, Go Ra, Go Ra, Go Ra, Go Ra, Go Ra. Go Ra is but Krishna and Radha. And Govinda and Radharani, when they are sung, Mahaprabhu, when they are together, Go Ranga, Go Ra. Govinda, Radharani, Sangha is Go Ranga. Go Ranga, Go Ranga, Go Ranga, Go Ranga, Go. They are there together. So that way, when you're chanting, how you should chant. Well, I am telling about chanting because Katha, anybody can talk. But about chanting, I am very interested because somebody told Aindra Prabhu, I heard, and how we have to chant. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Please ensure that Hare is clearly told because Hare is Radharani's name. And when you tell Radharani's name, Krishna is Krishna, the all-attractive Krishna. And Rama is Radharaman, Radhika Raman. So Hare Krishna, that is union. Then separation. Then Radharani is telling Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. So Aindra Prabhu said, this is what the Gaudiya Sampradaya we have been taught. When we chant, if you remember like this, then you know that we have to make the union proper, separation proper. Union, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. If you listen this is called attentive chanting. If you chant properly, that is Krishna is happy. If you listen properly, Radharani is happy. So when the Kirtanam and Shravanam is proper, so both are joining and the ears, it is going as Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So our tongue, Jikhwa, that is the Vatika. And the ear is the Havanakund. Because this is Sankirtan Yajna. So through the tongue, you are taking the Mahamantra, which is the ghee. So that you are pouring into the ears. So when it goes properly, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. That means Gauranga, the Krishna and Radha has become Gauranga. And when they go inside, that will be really Anartha Nivarti. They will be doing the cleaning because we are taking bath by soap, but we are not able to clean inside. So inside we cannot put soap, then it will die. So that is why the chanting is so important that will clean everything. All the Kama, Krodh, Moh, Lobh, Madhamasra will be cleaned, and Adi Bhautik, Adi Devik, Adhyatmik will be removed, and our Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi will come out of that. So for that we are chanting properly. So by Smaranam when it goes, then it is. Then first thing is attention. Attentive chanting means you'll come out of Nama Parad. Then you have to come to the Nama Bhas. So the Nama Bhas level is we have to awareness. Why we are chanting? We are chanting because Prabhupada has told every now and then that we are begging at Srimati Radharani. Radharani, please give us seva. Please give us seva. Please give us seva. For the seva, we are begging. So when you chant with that meaning, then you will get seva. Somebody will tell, Mataji, can you make basmati rice 2 kilo milk payasam kheer for Krishna? Yeah, I will do, Prabhu, but today I made big bad cake. No, next time I will do surely, because you want to avoid. If you avoid, what will happen next time when you are begging, the seva won't come. Any seva, we should never say no. The moment you say no, next time the seva will be rejected. So we should be very careful, no Vaishnava aparadh. And though the awareness is good, and when you are chanting, listening carefully, and smaranam also proper, and we are seeing the meaning, the goal of life, why we are doing, we want to go back home, back to body, automatically get to absorption chanting, third level. That is Shuddha Nam. The Namabhas is cleaning, and Shuddha Nam is absorption. When you chant with absorption, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. So for this, we have to chant in the morning time only between 4 and 7. After 7, the Brahma Muhurta time is over. At that time, no disturbance. Even the material also no disturbance. No killing, no phone call will come. And no Maya disturbance, no WhatsApp. So these 3 hours are important. And the place, and always try to chant with devotees, with a home family, husband, wife, or with some Zoom. Always the group will help you to keep the mellows so that we can finish. So sorry, I went very much outside. Now we'll come back to the text number 21.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranams.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Triti vichakrame vishwan sasha nashane ubhe yadvidya cha vidya cha purushastu bhayashraya. Translation. By his energies, the all-pervading personality of Godhead is thus comprehensively the master in the activities of controlling and in devotional service. He is the ultimate master of both nescience and factual knowledge of all situations. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranams.
Hare Krishna. Last, I missed a very important point. I was just talking about chanting. So in the text number 20, the most important thing is, if we have to follow the rules laid down for proper grahastha life. So you just note down 3rd canto, 33rd chapter, 14th verse. You don't have time to read that. Note down. If you have recording, people will hear. So if you don't, so people say that it's my wife. No. But Srila Prabhupada made a proper rule that though you're in grahasthashram, if you really want to go to the anartha nivritti, and if you really want to go back home, if you want to really clear, because as long as the sex desire is there, we'll keep on taking birth. The sex desire should be 0. And the sex desire should be only for progeny, for the pleasure of the serving Krishna, Radha Krishna. So 3.33.14, it's written that Prabhupada has given that grahasthas, they can do once in a month, and that too 5 days after the menstrual period. So this is to be understood, otherwise people won't understand. So if you follow this strictly, and that too, if you are having union, then that child should be for the pleasure of the Lord and the services. Because it cannot be that after 2 children, you can just have any time, because we are not supposed to do any murder. Because if you're doing abortion, it's a murder. If you're doing some protective system, that is also murder. You're not allowing a jiva which want to come, you're not allowing. Bhaktivinoda Thakur had 10, 11 children. Why? Because he said, yes, I want to make everybody devotee. And then he prayed for a ray of sun, a ray of Krishna, and Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur came, and he really brought Srila Prabhupada to us. Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur ki jai, Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Without Prabhupada, Jodi Prabhupada na hoito, tobe ki hoito. And you have to also note down 5th canto, 13th chapter, 4th verse. Here also, Srila Prabhupada has given some instruction for grahasthas. Because if you don't follow this, we are grahamedis. So again, 16th chapter Bhagavad Gita, text 1, 2, 3. 16th chapter, text 1, 2, 3. That is Krishna conscious devotees not to give birth to dogs and cats. They're going to give for some bhaktas, some matajis or prabhus. If you don't allow them to become devotees, Sri Shabdev is telling in 5th canto, Pita na sasyat, mata na sasyat, janani na sasyat, guru na sasyat. That is, if you don't make your children devotee, that means you have failed as a mother, failed as a father. But some Prabhus may say, Mataji, that we are doing our best, but they are not coming. Then it's their hand. But effort should come. In spiritual life, it is not the result. It's only the effort, that how much you are putting your time and value. So, for this, Srila Prabhupada had given one quote: success in your endeavor and efforts. Karmane vadikaraste mahaphaleshu kadachana. You have to just put the effort. So, people have the wrong definition of success. Then they will have the wrong definitions for failure also. According to spiritualists, success is not the result. Success is in the achievement. Success is not in the achievement. Success is not in the what you get at the end result. Success is not that what defines success. According to spiritual teaching, success is in your endeavor, your intention and your effort, the character that goes behind, the noble thing that you are trying to do, that's all. And once you have invested all your time and energy, those things, whatever be the result, may be actually inconsequential. See, the Krishna is not saying result. Vidurji and wife, they give only the chilka of the banana. Krishna started eating because the desire was to feed Krishna. So, because in reality, none of us are in control of the results. There are other factors in the universe beyond our control, which are affecting the results. So, that is why we gain by not seeing the results. So in the 20th verse, the rules are householders once in a month, I told you, and then after pregnancy, there should be no sex till the delivery is there. So these are all things not known sometimes. You can check with your senior disciples of your Guru Maharaj, they will tell you. And sex in Krishna consciousness, Srila Prabhupada said, is like irritation, is itching or scratching. So if you keep on irritating, it will give you pain only. So we should understand that this is only the material world, the Maya has done like this. Text number 21, already read. So text number 21 is telling about Kshetra and Kshetrajna. Kshetra means place. Kshetrajna means who knows about the place. Now in short, we are also Kshetrajna. Paramatma Krishna also Kshetrajna. What is the difference? We know about our body. We know about our pain. But Krishna knows about everybody's body, everybody's pain. If somebody is having, Ashish Prabhu is having stomach pain, I cannot tell Ashish Prabhu is having stomach pain, because only if he tells I will know. Similarly, the shape, ours and Krishna, because quality wise we are same, but quantity wise he is Vibhu Atma. So there is no forgetfulness in the living entity in the spiritual world, and the material body is a symbol of forgetfulness. See why this forgetfulness is coming? Because this material world itself is a dream. Srila Prabhupada in one lecture, material world itself is like a dream, and there is a gross dream, and there is a subtle dream. What is the subtle dream? Subtle dream is you are sleeping, seeing something, then you're crying, oh, lion is coming and eating me. Get up, then there's only a dream. That is called subtle dream. And the gross dream is the whole thing what we are experiencing is also a dream only. Then you may ask a question. If somebody is pinching you, you're getting the pain. Yes, pain is coming, but it is not real. Real is only the spiritual world. This is a reflection. So we should understand that this dream should get over fast. We are sleeping. Jeev jago. Jago, Borole, Koto Nidra Jao Maya, Pisha Chirakole. How long will sleep in the lap of Maya? So this Atma Pravriti, what we are reading, Bhagavatam, fantastic, which are doing every day, every day 9:30, 10:30, and Bhagavad Gita and Bhajan, these are all helpful to do the Atma Pravriti so that we can get enlightenment. Enlightenment, somebody is asking how the enlightenment comes. Somebody asked Prabhupada, how many years did it take? Prabhupada told, for somebody it's only 1 second. Just you become Krishna conscious. Somebody it may be Janma Janmantar. So Prabhupada gave a very good example. A train is going inside a tunnel. Okay. So outside the tunnel, sun was there. But when inside the tunnel, but only dark, no light. The big tunnel, the train will come out late and then only the sunshine will come. But you are in a dark room, somebody is putting the light, whole room becomes illuminated, because this is what some kripa you get, raganuga bhakti. Suddenly you get the complete enlightenment. You understand where you are going wrong and you correct yourself. But what we are doing in the tunnel, that is very it may take time. So we don't know whether we are in the tunnel only. But Srila Prabhupada said that some people may suddenly get the enlightenment. So these are the two types of dream. So this dream we are seeing for a long time, but some people it may be a small dream and they will go back to Krishna. So this is what. So Srila Prabhupada had told that somebody said that the Krishna conscious people are not okay. They're just stopping meat eating, also they're stopping gambling, intoxication, illicit sex. So when Srila Prabhupada went to America, those people were doing all the four wrong for me, the hippies. But Srila Prabhupada just made them chant and the hippies became happy. So the Pakhandi people only will tell that, nothing wrong here. So the Pakhandis only give preaching wrongly, and they tell about the birth control, the pills and the covering and all. But in the spiritual life, we should be very, very careful. Do follow the rules properly. And if in this life itself, we must plan to go back to Godhead. And for the Vanaprasthas, after 50 years, they should never do any union. That is a thing that has been written. So somebody said, their children are not even grown, how we can. So the thing is, they're getting married late. The daughter should be 18 and the son should be 23, 24. But nowadays they're getting married at 35 and then they again wait for 5 more years. So by the time the child is coming in around 45 years, so it will take another 60 years for them to get out of all the family responsibilities. Because Pancha Shodabam Vanam Brajet. At 50, they're supposed to go to the Vana, to the forest. But then somebody said, how we can go to, no need to go to forest. In the house itself, you can have a regulated life. You can remain in the separate rooms or in the same room, but we have to control our mind that our life is not like cats and dogs, but we are human beings. So that's why the Garbhadan Samskar is there, Jata Karma is there. So these are the things. Now, 22nd verse, last.
Can I read, Prabhuji?
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes. Yasmadandam virat chaisne jagne bhutendriya gunatmakaha tadravyamatyagat vishwam gobhi surya ivatapan. Hare Krishna. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki.
Jai.
From that personality of Godhead, all the universal globes and the universal form with all material elements, qualities and senses are generated. Yet he is aloof from such material manifestations like the sun, which is separate from its rays and heat. Hare Krishna.
Okay, thank you very much. So here the discussion is mainly all the universal globes, everything is under the control of Krishna. See, spiritual world is there, and material world also, everything is working under his instructions. All the sun is rising and the sun is setting, moon is rising, all things are happening with Krishna's. Nothing can move. Even a leaf cannot move without the sanction of Krishna. See, we should know 3 points. Then we'll never get annoyed. We'll never have enemies and all. 3 things is, first thing is, Krishna is cognizant of whatever is happening. Everything happens only with the knowledge of Krishna. So if somebody is shouting at you, you must know that Krishna is sending him to somehow purify yourself. See, Krishna is sending him just to make you get eligible for going back to Godhead. So first thing is Krishna is cognizant of all the things. Second one is Krishna will never do mistake. See, I'll give you a small example. Previously, before the mobile mobile phone, it was a landline phone. So there are some joint family. At night, 2 o'clock, a telephone call comes. Kring, 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 kring. And the elder person will go and pick up and all will come. Oh, 2 o'clock, somebody has died. Oh, Bhagwan, he'll say, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, go on, baat kar. Hare, Deepak hai. It's a wrong number. At 2 o'clock, wrong number is coming. So Krishna will never do wrong number. Oh, my dear, wrong number. No. Krishna knows whom to hit, he will hit that same way. He will not make a mistake. So first thing is, Krishna is aware of everything, of every Atma, every Jiva, every animal, everything he knows. And Krishna will hit where it's required. And third one, Krishna loves us more than each one of us love ourselves. Because I know this Atma, I know this body only for 64. I'm 64-year-old now. So 64 years only I know this Atma and Sharir. I am Subramanian only for 64 years. So that's now. But Krishna knows I am here in Chennai, previously I've been in Hong Kong, before in China, before in India, before as animal, before as elephant, everything he knows. So Krishna knows each and every Atma, where all it went, Krishna knows what is past, what is present, tomorrow what is your thought, he knows, what are you going to do. So we must say Krishna. So anything good happens, every day you should write a gratitude book. Krishna, thank you so much, Krishna. I got the lunch. Thank you, Krishna. I got the breakfast. Thank you, Krishna. I got the dinner. Thank you, Krishna. I got the salary. For everything, you must have gratitude to Krishna. So when you're doing Arati, Mangalarati, you should thank. Sandhyarati, you should thank. And if you're doing something wrong, then any punishment comes, you say that, Krishna, you are never wrong. It is my own karma giving me this much. And because you are there, I'm not getting so much pain. I'm being covered. You reduce the punishment. Like that, you should thank Krishna. So like this mentality is there, then you will never have enemies. Anything happen to you, Krishna, I am responsible. But I'm your servant. Don't forget me. At any cost, don't throw me away. I am yours. Whether you embrace me and break my bones, or you throw me from the top floor and break my bone, but don't leave my Atma. I am yours. This feeling. So these are so here the example is sun. Sun is there, sun disk is there, and sun rays is there. So somebody seeing the sun rays coming inside the room and say, this is sun. Then you go out and see, there is sun disk, the round colored disk is there. And if you go to the sun planet, there's a sun God is there. Because of his tejas, the sun disk has come. And because of that, the sun rays is coming inside the house. Similarly, Krishna is there in Golok Vrindavana. And Krishna's Brahma Jyoti is the Brahma Jyoti which the people are going and praying. Krishna has no Brahma Jyoti, no form, formless, nirvikar, like that they're talking. And they said they will merge. So they will give Saloka, Sarupya, some Mukti, but that is very, our thing is where Bhakti is important. And the race is coming inside is the Paramatma in every, the Shirodakshaya Vishnu, in every body, it is coming in there. So we can understand that Krishna is only running the material planet, the spiritual planet, all the things, everything is under the control of Krishna. So they should know that the rays of sun is secondary and the sun is main. Who resides in the transcendental word, Goloka. So the main points of this 22nd verse. Paramatma, Jivatma, again we should know that Paramatma is Vibhu Atma, we are Anu Atma. And Mayavad people, they talk that Krishna has no form because they're Mayadhish. They're covered by Maya. Because of the Ekpad, they're forgetful of Swarup. Jiva should be forgotten because Ekpad, they're covered by eight ingredients. Bhumirapo, Anlavayu, Kam, Mano, Bidila, Hankar, Mityame, Birna, Patitra, So we make Paramatma, Jivatma same, but it can never be same. Only foolish people will say they are same. Because that is Purna and we are only Amsha. And the Virat Rup, Krishna showed it to Arjuna because Arjuna said, I understood. Up till the 9th chapter, you told about the 7th chapter, the 9th chapter, and I understood the 10th chapter. You told everything, taste of water is you, everything is you. But for the people who are not believers, atheists, for them we show the Vishwarupa. So Krishna is the Vishwarupa. So Vishwarupa is only in the material world of the spiritual world. So in 2.6.18, the Supreme Lord, immortality or deathlessness, fearlessness, Amrita, all those things. So in the 22nd verse, so Kshetra, Kshetranya, you have to see 13.3. 13th chapter, 3rd verse. So only the ignorant person doesn't know that difference between Atma and Paramatma. The whole material life is like dream. I already told about the dream. And 2.6.22, supreme controller, both spiritual and material world. Material world is like one of the mistress of the Supreme Lord. That's why he is not very happy, 7.3. And Supreme Lord, compared like sun, Surya, and Brahma Jyoti is the sun disk, and the Shridaksha Vishnu is sun rays inside the room. So the impulsiveness cannot accommodate the personal form of the Lord. They say we can believe Vishwarupa, but not Krishna. For that only we have, in the 22nd verse, we saw in the Brahma Samhita, Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pratibhavita Tabhi Vegeva Nijarupa Taya Kadabhi Bolo Koyeva Nivasatta Kilatma Bhuto Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So the real meaning of this is that Krishna is so wonderful and he is so beautiful and everything. So what we can see is those who follow the Varnashrama, they will follow the vows of celibacy, then they will go back to Godhead. The two kinds of the Varnashrama people of the Grahastha people are Grahamedis and Brihad Vritas. Grahamedis are animalistic life. They are not following the rules, unrestricted sexual activity. They are Grahamedis. And Brihad Vritas are who are trying to follow the rules, but they fell because they didn't follow the regulative rules of sex life. So, Srila Prabhupada says that we should regulate our sex desires. Material sex life is the perverted reflection of Adi Rasa of the spiritual world. That is real, this is perverted. So only by the kripa of a pure devotee, we can get out of this material desire, the sex desires. And Srila Prabhupada told, pure devotion can come in a second, just like the light coming in the room. So the chanting I told, attentive awareness and absorption chanting I told, and chanting, listening is I told, and chanting in the beginning. One time, Srila Prabhupada was in America. So one disciple, one night he was tired, he chanted 14 rounds and slept. And he thought, I will do 2 rounds tomorrow. Next day morning, Srila Prabhupada calls. How are you? How's your chanting going on? Yes, Prabhupada. Have you chanted every day properly? Prabhupada, yesterday I chanted only 14 rounds, 2 rounds I could not complete. So immediately Prabhupada said that I told you, only if you chant 16 rounds and only if you follow all the 4 regulative principles, you will be taken care of. If you are not chanted 16 rounds, that day anything happens, if a heart attack comes, then Krishna cannot protect. Krishna will protect only if you follow Guru. If Prabhupada made from 64 rounds to 30 to 16, even 16 we are not following, then we'll be losing the hand of Krishna. So we can see how Haridas Thakur, when he was so tired, he was leaving the body. At the time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, he used to come to his house every day. After seeing the Jagannath, he will come because he's a Muslim, he was not allowed inside. So Mahaprabhu said, why you are struggling? Leave it. You have chanted enough. There's no need. I'm telling you, I will take care. He said, Mahaprabhu, please don't spoil me. Till my breathing is there, I will chant and then finish and go. He finished 16 rounds, so 192 rounds. And Mahaprabhu took him in the hand, he gave him bath, and he did the last ceremony. Same thing, Kadamba Kanan Maharaj in Vrindavan, which happened just 1 month before. He had cancer, but he said, I don't want to go to the doctors, no treatment. I will go to Vrindavan. Krishna is the doctor. So his Guru Maharaj, Jayadat Maharaj also was with him. And he was the only disciple of Jayadat Maharaj. There is no other disciple. So on the last few days, Kadamba Kanan Maharaj used to take 10 hours to chant 16 rounds. 10 hours. So Kadamba Kanan Maharaj said, you are struggling so much, you cannot breathe properly. So if you chant once, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. If you chant once, it is like one round. So you chant 16 times, 16 rounds. I will tell Prabhupada, and Krishna will accept. He said, Guru Maharaj, won't spoil me, let me just chant. So till the last day, he chanted 16 rounds and he went back. So this is what so much of Shraddha. Similarly, Srila Prabhupada, he had can you remove this one? I can see the people, all the Mataji, Shobha Mataji,
Uma Mataji, you can remove the screen. Stop sharing.
I could not see. Not yet removed. Hare Krishna, because I have not seen who are the devotees. So Srila Prabhupada, once he was in USA, and suddenly what happened? There was a earthquake, and all were shouting, and Mukunda Maharaj was there. At that time, Mukunda Maharaj, his name was Michael. So he was running, and Prabhupada, earthquake has come. And Prabhupada is having his chanting bead, and he just Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Then Mukunda Maharaj, Michael said, oh, Prabhupada, earthquake, the building may fall down. He was smiling. Prabhupada was smiling and chanting. Then nothing happened. Then afterwards, he told Michael that you were really panicking and all, but I am chanting now. If at all the earthquake and this building falls and I leave the body, the bead is with me. I'm chanting and leaving. So this is called fearlessness. We studied in today, 2nd canto, 6th chapter, 18th verse, fearlessness. So in the spiritual world, they have no worry because they know that they're always having Krishna. So in the material world also, if we want Krishna, then we should always chant 24/7. But when we go out, take the clicker. You go to a shop, just chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Some relative comes. They are talking about Sholay. Kitne aadmi the, they talk about that. So you just smell. Inside. You just make them happy because you cannot, if you don't talk, if you just don't go, oh, you're showing up, always chanting. So you be with them. Clap, but you chant. Sometimes in the office, they will say 4 hours. Last year's budget was like this, but this year the bottom line has to come up. So this is the graph. Same thing is talking for 4 hours. So one of my friends devotees telling, in 4 hours I did 64 rounds. 32 rounds I did in 4 hours. And he also attended. Same thing, Arachamave, the same thing is talking. We just chanting going. So that's how we have to somehow get into the mood of chanting always. And Srila Prabhupada is telling, and Prabhupada Satsi told, this is not Dukkalem Achachot, this is Sukkalem Shashvatam. Some disciples, how? Nirantara Nam Krishna. If you always have Nirantara, the name of Krishna, then you don't have to worry about whatever is happening, whether you are here or anywhere. You're always, Krishna is there. So we are not able to remember Krishna. We are not remembering we are servant. We are forgetting. In the class we are remembering. The moment we go out, we think, I'm this, I'm that, I want this, I want that, I want that. We have to bring Krishna as the third partner. Always you think husband, wife. No. Husband, wife and Krishna. Krishna, the third partner, should come. And your Jagannath should come. Always. You should always remember Jagannath. And you should have Radha Madhav and all Panchatattva Narsimha. Because once what happened in Jagannath Puri, there was one devotee. So he made laddu for Jagannath. It was very hard. So one big devotee came and shouted, throw this like a stone. How can you eat? Jagannath cannot eat. The night Jagannath came as Narsimha and told, don't shout at my devotee. Because Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyum Jome Bhaktya Parachiti. Bhakti gave, I will take it. You don't take. So that's why we cannot criticize any devotee. Whatever they are doing, Krishna will take. We are not supposed to, we cannot be judged. We can be judge of ourselves. But what we do is, we are always, when they talk about us, we are the bhakti. We want to defend. And what about others, we judge. But we should judge ourselves. For others, we should keep quiet. Then Vaishnava Aparad won't happen. Thank you. I had spoken. I took more time. 10:30 was the time given, but thank you. Thanks a lot. And actually, Vaishnav songs, I know around 50 songs. I want to just deliver all the songs. All Bengali songs are so wonderful. Full Bhagavatam is there within this Vaishnav song. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Narayani Mataji.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thanks a lot. We know your busy schedule, Prabhu, but still you take out your time for ICF. That's a real kindness you have shown on us, Prabhu. So I'm thanking you for this excellent session on behalf of all the devotees. They are attending through Zoom also, Prabhu, and through YouTube as well. So on behalf of all the devotees, I am thanking you. And I would like to welcome you here once again. Yeah, as and when you permit or your time permits, Prabhu.
I'm there always. I'm there always because I like the group so much attached and all are listening so carefully and singing also, reading also. You just give me 2 days time. That's all.
Sure, Prabhu. Prabhu, we have, I think, 2 questions because people, devotees have raised up their hands. So shall we take it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got my spiritual daughter, Anita Madhis, come from Dubai only. She's doing Bhakti Sangha and also she has come and thank you, Anita Mataji.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Anita Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Since you are from Damodar Desh, I feel happy that from the same place.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, true, Prabhu. Yeah. Vandana Mataji, you can ask your question.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Wonderful session. Dandavat Pranam. I'm learning from all the speakers. Every day is my learning day. So I have 3 doubts. 3 material worlds. You mean 7 heavenly planets, Earth, and 6 hellish planets? It makes.
See, actually, ours is Bhulok, middle, and above the Bhulok is Bhuvarlok, Suvarlok, Maharlok, Janalok, Tapalok, Satyalok, and Brahmalok is same. There are 6 above, and below is Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, Patala, 7. So this 14 is divided into 3 levels. We are the middle. We are the only middle, Bhulok. And above the 6 planets called upper planetary systems. And below the 7 is called the lower planetary systems.
So these 3 comprises of it consists of 3 material worlds. This is called 3 material world, right?
Yeah,
upper planet,
the whole, upper, lower, and middle. Yeah.
Got it, Prabhuji. One more
Very
doubt,
wonderful
Prabhuji.
question. Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji. All glories to you. It is your blessing that
all
I'm
glories to
asking.
Guru Maharaj. All glories only because of him I'm talking. Because he's the Thakur and the Kukur.
Yes, Prabhuji, very true. Prabhuji, every day I'm also chanting, but sometime I chant like Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, and then sometime I chant like Hare Rama. So ideally, what should we chant? Rama also, I got to know today that it is Radha Raman, and Ram is Balram or the Raghu dynasty of that husband of Sita Maya.
See, always people have a confusion with Balram or actually it's Krishna only. But I heard one lecture from Aindar Prabhu, and Aindar Prabhu is an expert in chanting and kirtans. So he told, Radha Raman Mere, Radha Raman Mere, Radha Raman Mere, Radha Raman Mere. See, Radha Raman, the advantage is these 3 main deities are Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Govind, and Radha Gopinath. So Radha Madan Mohan is to remove all the lusty desires. Because Madan Mohan and Radharani is Madan Mohan Mohini. So that is Sanatana Goswami's deity. And Radha Govind is Rupa Goswami's. And Srila Rupa Goswami is doing Sambandha Gyan is Sanatana Goswami, Madan Mohan. Govinda is Abhidaya Gyan, that is process. And the result is Prayojan is Radha Gopinath. So Radha Raman is having all 3 in one package. Face is Madan Mohan and Govind in middle, and then Radha Gopinath, all are there. So that's why, and also they said that Radha Raman, they tried to put Radharani and nothing matched. In the night you say, no, it's not matching, not matching. So they kept the sari and the Mangal Sutra. Actually, I heard now recently, actually Radha Raman is also Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Gauranga, Govinda, Radharani and Sang. So sometimes it manifests Gauranga also, but still Radharani is kept. So this is why. Yeah.
So Prabhuji, we should chant like Rama Rama or Ram
so actually there's nothing wrong in Ram also. See, Bengali is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. We should not imitate. We can say Hare Hare, so why we say Hare Hare? Hare Krishna. Then Prabhupada himself is standing Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Actually, Rama is there. Ram is also okay, but Rama also is good. But what happens if you say Rama, no, you will not make mistake. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare, mistake. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare. Mistake will not come. It is for our advantage. So if you can chant Rama, it's better.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Got it. One more doubt, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
About the gross body. After death, we leave this gross body. Soul goes to Karuna Dakshaya Vishnu, Mahavishnu. Super soul goes to the Shiro Dakshaya Vishnu. What happens to the subtle body, Prabhuji? Where does it go?
See, the subtle body, the mind, intelligence, and false ego, it has been given by Brahma. See, what happened is, Mamaivamsa Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana Manasastani Indriyani Prakriti Krishna. We are all Amsha of Krishna. So right from the beginning, we started with aquatic. We started as a tree, then aquatic, then creepers, then four-legged animals, two-legged animals, then human being. So in all the lives, the same, only the gross body changing. Gross body is like a dress. You are changing this dress today, orange color, tomorrow blue, green. But the subtle body, the same mind, same intelligence, same false ego. That's why we get Prabhupada says dog mentality. Because we are in human body, but still the prarabdha karma, the dog mentality is still in the some side. So only by anatta pravritti, when we do proper chanting, then by cleaning, it will go off. The dog for mattasmritil jnanam upon it. Those jnana will be removed by Krishna. So that is why this subtle body is very, very important. But what we have to do is we have to do a lot of Shrimad Bhagwatam hearing. What happens? Always the mind is a gunda. Suppose somebody is telling, hey, Shone Pada film has come, can you come? Then you'll say, no, I don't go for. Are ek film se kya par? Aaj outfit aake chanting karo na. Maybe chanting karunga. Then the mind will tell, देखना है, and the false ego, हाँ देखो ना क्या फर्क पड़ता है, आके chanting करेंगे ना. So the mind and false ego will plan, and intelligence, okay sir. The mind will go and tell the brain, book the ticket. It will go and tell this one, then they will go take the money and go and buy and bring over. So that's why if you increase the Bhagavatam, Nityam Bhagavatam, if you listen every day and chant properly, then tomorrow somebody is bringing Sholay ticket. Sholay, the intelligence, no. There's no need. If you want, you can see Bhakta Prahlad. There's no need to go for that. The intelligence will take a big role. And when intelligence tells, false ego also will say, yes, sir. Then the mind will become good. So we have to always be in the association. Then the subtle mind will become purified mind. Subtle intelligence will become purified intelligence. And the false ego will become real ego. Jiver Swarupa Nitya Krishnadas. You understood, Mataji?
After that, Prabhuji, where it goes to Brahmaji,
Yamraj. No. See, each time we die, the gross body, when we are burning, the fire will go to the fire. When they are giving bath, the water will go to water, and the Akash will go to Akash, and Hawa, the breathing will go, last breathing will go, and the fire will join with the fire when they burn it. But the mind intelligence also goes with the Atma. But when we are doing proper devotional service, suppose this is the last life, then Guru Maharaj will come and tell, yes, Narayani, this is your last life, and you will be going to Golok Vandavana, and you will be in Radharani's kitchen. You have to do kitchen work. Like that, Guru Maharaj will come and tell whether Sakyaras or Dasyaras or Vatsalyaras or Shantaras, or it's a Madhuryaras. So at that time, what will happen? The mind, intelligence, and false ego will get dissolved. Then you will have only Atma, and the Atma is 1/10th of the tip of the hair, and that will be given a form. Suppose you are a gopi form, Gopa or Sakya, whatever, then you go to the spiritual world. So that will not go, it will be just absorbed. Then you will be given a pure mind, pure intelligence, and real ego. These three will be there. And there's always Vidya, no Avidya, no science, all full of knowledge, full of happiness. No worry, no EMI, nothing. Just Krishna. Sab Krishna, Krishna lage, Sab Krishna. You will not see even the male, female. You will see Krishna and everybody. Paramatma will see, Jivatma will see. Hare Krishna Mataji. Understood?
Thank you. Dandavat Pranam. Learned so many things from you, Prabhuji. It's a wonderful session.
Thank you for the
Hari Bol.
opportunity.
Radhika
No more
Mataji.
hands raised.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. I'll take next. Excellent section. Thank you so much. Just one doubt I have is you were covering Mayavati and they will not be able to chant Krishna's name, and I understand. And also sometime back you were talking about the Lord's name, potency, all of that together. One doubt I have is Chaitanya is also considered as primary name, Prabhu, but why is it mentioned as a secondary name and Mayavatis can tell Chaitanya name but not Krishna's name? That is where I'm confused.
No. Actually, Krishna Chaitanya. His name is Krishna Chaitanya. His name is. But the Mayavadis, they always feel Krishna and all, how it can be. He was with the gopis, he did bad, he did so many playboys, 16,108 wives. Like that, they also always want to find fault and they're doing so much aparad. You don't know how many more lives they have to take. They have to suffer and suffer and suffer. And in the end, they are actually Mayavadi, Mayadhish. They are very Mayafully. The last snare is they will think, I am going to merge. So this will merge and I'll become, and we'll become same. Then they call telling Om Namo Narayana. Oh, you are also Narayana, I am also Narayana. Everybody is Narayana. It will never happen. Whatever pure devotee, Prabhupada says, I am always servant. And my Guru Maharaj is my boss. He is my Krishna. And Guru Maharaj will say, no, Gaur Kishore Babaji. Gaur Kishore Babaji, Bhakti will not talk. Like that he'll go and touch with Krishna after Brahma. So you don't have to worry. The subtle body will get absolved and it will take its own. And our Atma will get the spiritual body. Krishna will abort.
Sure, Prabhu. So we continue to chant Krishna and not Chaitanya, right, Prabhu? So Chaitanya, why? So his name is actually Krishna Chaitanya, not Chaitanya alone. So we don't chant Chaitanya, right, Prabhu? Is that what you're trying to do?
No, you chant always Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhara, Srivasati Gaur Bhaktivinoda. When you chant the Panchatattva name, the big advantage you should remember, Sri Krishna Chaitanya is Radha. Radha Krishna is together with Chaitanya. Nityananda means he is always Krishna's servant. Though he's same, he is the next. But he says, I am your bed, I am your servant, I am your Rama, I am your Lakshmana. Everywhere Balaram is served only. So when it's Sevat Bhagavan and Sevya Bhagavan, serving God and served God. And then Advaita is Vishnu, Mahavishnu and Gadadhar Pandit, they together came and he cried for so many years and everybody was putting Tulsi Maharani to bring him. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. And Srivas is Narada Muni. He's the best of the best disciples of Krishna because he only brought Prahlad Maharaj, he only brought Dhruva Maharaj, and Prahlad is so significant. 10th canto, Krishna full 10th canto. Like that, Prahlad, full 7th canto Prahlad, nothing, his teaching ceased. So he proved that Hiranyakashipu was giving so much trouble. He said, I burned you. Nothing happened. He's just smiling. Narayana, Narayana. Why you are not dying? I don't know. I am just remembering the Lord. Who is your God? Who is for you? The same one is mine also. There's no difference. So it will take long time. I'm just trying to go drag. Sorry, Mataji. Sorry. So thank you for the nice question.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Anita Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji, for arranging this session. Mataji, is this going on daily? This is the first day I have joined since Prabhuji is there. So is there any YouTube recording, Mataji?
YouTube, yeah, Mataji. ICF is Spirituality is the channel on where you can get the recordings of the session every day. And you can even join the Zoom session. Sorry, Prabhu?
Okay.
I will send.
Yeah,
I got
Prabhuji will
actually.
send me.
She said send me, no, that one. The same link for every day, no?
Yeah, yes, Prabhu. Same
actually,
link for
Anita
every.
is really very, very serious and, she has to get connected to Guru Parapara, very serious, doing everything.
Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very wonderful class, Prabhuji. So regarding a question which Mataji had asked just now, whether why we are not chanting Chaitanya's name, can I give my point, Prabhuji? Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
So according to my knowledge, just correct me if I'm wrong also, according to my knowledge, Chaitanya's, Lord Krishna's name has aparat. So, but Chaitanya's name, there is no aparat, right? So it can be chanted by everyone, but still Lord Chaitanya himself has recommended to chant only Krishna's name. That is why we are chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So, and yeah, even this, there is a pastime regarding this also, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says to Balramji to spread the glories of Krishna, but Balaramji, he spreads the glories of Chaitanya in each and every doorsteps. That's where this Jagai Madai Leela is also happening. So that's how I understand, Prabhuji. So sorry if I'm wrong. So
No, you're right.
Prabhuji, my question to you is you were saying about the dreaming, right? So the subtle body is dreaming when we sleep. Yeah, it's dreaming and it comes back, right? So and we see that nothing is there. It's just a dream when we wake up. So, and one more thing, you said that in physically also we are dreaming. So that I couldn't understand. What is that physically dreaming means?
Actually, Prabhupada said the whole material life is like a dream only. For Krishna, we are all dreaming. Pisachira khole. We are sleeping in the Maya's lap now. We are all sleeping.
Okay.
The awakening is waking up.
Okay.
When we awaken, then we'll never think of all these things. This sense gratification, all things, because we are lauding tendency, forgetfulness. Because we did aparat. That's why Krishna, nobody will send somebody to jail. No, you will not send your son to jail. No. We are the children of Krishna. We are sent to jail because we have to get corrected. So in the jail, Durga Devi is the jail is Durg, and she is Durga Devi. And with Trishul, Adi Bodhi, Adi Admi, Adi Devi. This keep on punching, and we get annoyed. We fight. Then calm is there. Then we getting that fulfilled. We get annoyed. Calm, Krodh, Moglo, Madhumasi. These are all connected. So only by chanting, you can always chant Chaitanya. Nothing wrong. If you chant Chaitanya, 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 Gauranga, 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 Gauranga. It's so wonderful in Kali Yuga because Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu are the only people who are accepting us. If they had not come, Krishna is very strict. Sarvadharman parijamamekam saranam raja aham tvam sarvapapibhyo mokshishyami masi. You have to fall at my feet, he told. But Mahaprabhu said it's not possible. He told Sarvadharman parijamamekam namekam saranam raja. Only nama is enough. No mahamekam. So we are chanting. And Nityananda Prabhu said, not even that. Because Krishna said you should get 40 marks, then I'll pass, I'll take you. Mahaprabhu said, no, even if it's 20 marks, I'll give 40. Nityananda Prabhu said, you don't have to write. Come and write your name. That's enough, I'll make you pass.
No, Nityananda Prabhu has told you sit at your home itself. I will come
no. Nityananda Prabhu said, you come and write the name. Then people said, you have to go to the school to write the name. Then he said, go and ask Prabhupada. Prabhupada said, no, sit at home. Just catch my dhoti. I'll take care. And they said, you have to catch your dhoti. Prabhupada said, if you cannot catch my dhoti, means follow my rules. 16 rounds and 4 regulated principles. Guru Maharaj, Radhanath Maharaj, they said, don't follow anything. Just chant. That's all. Don't catch dhoti and all. Just chant and just. So like that, all our so merciful. From 64 rounds, we came to 16. Actually, 64 is our Gaudiya Sampradaya chanting number. So we are allowed to come back to 64. So if you are Zoom chanting, we can chant together and do 64 one day, complete.
Thank you
very nice.
So much.
Very nice. And I'm very happy Narayani Mataji gave me an opportunity and I want to be with you all always.
Thank you. Thank you so
Hare
much.
Krishna, Prabhuji.
Meenakshi
I would like
Mataji.
to thank you very much on behalf of all of us because I came to know today how much more there is to learn because at the speed at which you're telling us things, there is a lot of homework we need to do to understand even a little bit of what we are learning, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, thank you very much.
What I can understand is, actually I am the Vakta. Who is important, whether the speaker or the listeners? You will say speaker, no. If I had not come, Narayani Mataji will bring somebody and put. But if you all don't come, I cannot speak, no. So the Shrota is more important than Bhakta. So I should thank all of you. You patiently listened and gave me a chance because I am purifying myself. I am just thinking that whatever I am doing, it is just as a dog of Guru Maharaj. I am just coming and barking. And if you are getting good, then that glory goes to Guru Maharaj and Prabhupada. And if I'm doing something wrong, you can shout at me, no problem. But I want to purify myself. The preaching is for Achar, Fad and Prachar. So I am very happy. You're all very enthusiastic. Others I could not see, but Deepa Mataji, Padma Mataji, Shanti Mataji, there are so many. All are very dedicated. Gopis from Vrindavan has come there. So wonderful.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu.
so much, Prabhu.
Anita Mataji, you can see the link. It is there on the chat. Suma Mataji has posted.
Yeah, okay, Mataji.
Yeah, okay.
She will come
So,
daily.
Prabhu,
She will come. She's a very dedicated devotee. She will come every day.
Haribol, Haribol. Welcome here, Anita Mataji. Welcome to ICF. Prabhu, Hare Krishna. So, we will do Vaishnav Pranam, and with your permission, shall we end the session after Vaishnav Pranam, Prabhu?
Definitely, definitely. Every
Yeah.
week, if you want, I can come Monday. If you want every week Monday, I can come. If you have space, I can come.
Sure, sure, Prabhu. Sure, sure. That would be really great.
If you
Yeah.
give me a day, you know, like Monday means I can prepare the whole week and just deliver on Monday. So every week, one packet for you, like that.
Sure, sure, Prabhu. Sure.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank
Thank
you,
you
Prabhu.
so
We'll
much,
do
Prabhu.
Vaishnav Pranam, and
Yes.
we'll end the
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Wonderful
Thank
class.
you.
Thank
Thank you, Padma Mataji. Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Ananta Koti
Nitya
Vaishnava
Koti
ki jai,
Vaishnavrinda
Srila
ki
Prabhupada ki
jai,
jai.
Srila
Prabhupada ki
Prabhupada
jai.
ki jai, Guru
Jai.
Maharaj ki
Prabhuji.
jai.
Guru Maharaj
Jai
ki
Go Chittana Pramande Hari Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Thank you so much,
Gauranga,
Prabhuji.
Nityananda,
Gauranga.
Nityananda, Gauranga,
Gauranga.
Gauranga, Nityananda.
Oh, Ranga.
Jai Jai
Hare
Shri
Krishna.
Radhe Shyam. Sabko mere
Jai
Shri
Vrindavan
Radhe
Dham.
Shyam.
Haribol.
Hari Bol.
Sandosham, Balare Nandi Sandosham, Namaskara, Emily Bhagonara, Em Samachara, Chanagidra. I can speak at least 12, 13 Indian languages. So even different language, if you want, I can
Yeah.
talk. Tamil, Malayalam, you know, if required. And if you want for songs also, I can come dedicate sometime, you know, some good Vaishnav songs. The pronunciation is
Definitely,
important.
Prabhu. Yeah,
And I
I'll
will also
inform
teach you
Ashish Prabhu.
Bengali. Bangla শিখলে খুব ভালো হবে কেন সবাই বাংলা শিখলে because Mahaprabhu has told everybody should learn Bengali. And
And
Jayapatak Maharaj said, you're all coming to only Gauranga's place, Gauranga Dham.
True.
Dhanyavad. Dhanyavad.
Thank
Thank you
you,
so much.
Thank you so
Thank you
much,
so
Prabhu.
much.
Prabhu,
I thank all of you.
yeah. Shall I end the session?
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
with your
Yes,
permission?
yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Hari
Thank you.
Bol, Hare Krishna to all the
Hare
devotees. We
Krishna,
will
Hare
Radhe
Krishna,
Radhe. Have a good
Prabhuji.
evening, everybody.
Thank
To all